A tavola! Hey guys, welcome to A Tavola. My name is Lucia Dardina Kane. Today I'm going to show you some delicious but super easy recipes. I'm going to start by making an herb and garlic chicken, and to go along with that, I'm making a pasta with a creamy mushroom sauce. And that's not all. For dessert, I have a special guest with me. My much older sister, Christina, is here to show us how to make her yummy tiramisu. Sorry, John made me say it. Anyway, so we're going to get started on the chicken because that's going to take the longest stuff. I have chicken thighs, and I prefer to use chicken thighs for this recipe, which I have taken the skin off and taken any visible fat off of it. So let's get some olive oil in the pan. Actually, just put some olive oil in both pans because we're going to need it. A little bit more. Okay. What I like about this dish is that you put all the ingredients in the pan at the same time, put the lid on it, and just let it hang out, do its thing. It's so easy. Very, very easy. See how many I can get in this pan. I think I might be able to get one more. Yep. All right. All right, so put this over by the sink. Again, anything that touches raw chicken, you just keep it away from everything else. We'll put that back in the fridge. Okay, so we're going to turn this down just a little bit because I think it's a little too high. And now it's called garlic and herb chicken for a reason, because I put a lot of garlic and a lot of fresh herbs. Okay. So I'm guessing it's about 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. I know, it seems like a lot of garlic. We don't call it garlic chicken for nothing. Okay, let's get our fresh herbs. We're going to chop up some fresh parsley. You know how much I love parsley. What you want to do is kind of scrunch it up into a ball and just give it a nice chop. This is actually a little spin-off on a dish my mom makes. She calls it chicken in padella, which actually means chicken in the pan. And I just added a lot more herbs and garlic to it. Okay, we're just going to sprinkle that on there. I'm telling you, this is so easy and so delicious with, what, 4 or 5 ingredients? That's it. We're going to season it up a bit. I like to put a little bit of chicken bouillon in here in a powder form. Some people use chicken stock, which is the liquid, pretty much the liquid version of this. Okay. Some pepper. I have some red cayenne pepper here. Depends on how much heat you want. If you want it, spicy, do it more. If you, add a little bit more. And that's it. And we're going to put the lid on that. Low and slow. And let's see. We'll just let that go. So now we can start on our sauce for our pasta. And what I'm going to start now is I'm going to start sauteing some shallots. For those of you that don't know what shallots are, it actually is a cross between a garlic and onion. And it actually grows in like clusters of 2 or 3 bulbs. So you can see it. It's pretty interesting. It has a much more mild flavor than an onion. Let's give these a little stir. might be a little too high. You don't want these to burn. You just want to saute them, get them translucent. I have them already chopped for a reason, because onions make me cry. I don't think you want to see a grown woman cry. Now, it does help if you keep your onions in the fridge, and if your blade is really sharp on your knife. That helps a lot. But I guess I'm just a crybaby, you know, wah, wah. I can't help it. It's just, my eyes are very, very sensitive. All right, those are looking good. Smelling good, too. Okay, to that we're going to add, you guessed it, more garlic. I know, true Italian here, loves my garlic. Okay. Now, we are going to start with our mushrooms. Let's put that over here for a minute. Now, this time I have baby bella mushrooms, which is just baby portobello mushrooms. I love the flavor. They're very woodsy. And we're going to give these a chop. You know, this is actually the pasta dish that inspired me to make that white lasagna that we made last time together. Only it's a little different because I add mascarpone cheese to this sauce. Okay, give them a little bit of a big chop at first, and then I chop them up a little bit finer afterwards. Now you want a smaller chop. You're going to make this, you know, remember, with pasta, so you don't want big pieces of mushroom in there. And they will shrink a little bit, obviously. Tell you what, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to just finish chopping these mushrooms, and I'll be back. Welcome back. I have all of my mushrooms chopped and put in the pan. I put a little salt. Let's do a little bit of pepper too. Yes, I like the cayenne pepper. Do a little bit of that. They're looking really good, smelling good. Oh my God, if you could smell the garlic in here, let me tell you, no vampires will bother your house tonight. I guarantee it. So, and our water is boiling. I've already salted it, so let's put our pasta in. I like to use farfalle, which are like cute little bow ties. So let's put in a little bit more. That's good. Let's give it a quick stir. Okay. That's looking really, really nice. And now, the last thing we're going to do to our mushrooms is we're going to add a little bit of white wine, probably about half a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup. We're going to let that evaporate, and then we're going to add the mascarpone cheese, and we're just going to turn the heat off and just let it melt right in. So I'm going to add my white wine, and that's when you crank up the heat, let it all evaporate. So right before that pasta's done, actually, you know what I'm going to do? A little trick. I'm going to take some of that pasta water. You're going to ask me why. Because it's nice and starchy from the pasta, and if you need to loosen up the sauce at the end, at least you'll have a little bit. You can just put it in, make it a little bit more creamy. So I'm going to do that. Okay. All right, this wine has to evaporate a little bit. Our pasta's cooking. Chicken is doing really well hanging out there. So I'm going to take a quick break. I'll see you back here in just a few minutes.